What's good, everyone? We are here in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm with my boy.
Oh, stretch it.
Stretchy Jack. We're going to hit up a bunch of pawn shops and thrift stores, and we're bringing y'all along for the ride. Let's go. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing this morning?
Hey, pretty good. Just wanted to check out the games. See what you guys got.
Yeah.
This game actually looks interesting. Might pick that one up.
I never saw them.
Got one. It's a pinball game. Oh, I didn't. Thanks, bud. I'll have to look at those next. All right, guys. Nothing crazy up here, but ooh, Connect Star Wars. I haven't seen that one before. Looks kind of cool. All right. I'll see you in a minute, bud. Velvet Assassin. And you'll know we gotta check these. You never know what you're gonna find. $9. Not really wanting that one. So I'm looking through all of these like pre-owned cases, the ones that most people are probably gonna skip over. And we came across this game, which is actually not bad. We're gonna see how much they want for it.
You want to get just the PS4 game?
Yeah, just the PS4 ones if you don't mind. That actually looks kind of interesting. $2.99. If I get a few games off of you, are you guys? I know sometimes you guys are willing to go a little lower on some of your prices. Is that the case here? No.
I could probably work.
Okay.
I could
Like
probably work some stuff out.
maybe just like $1 off or something. I don't know, nothing crazy, but let's see. I think we got that one already. Dang, 99 cents. That's cheap. It's a sports game, but still kind of cool just to see.
Yeah.
That's a good price. $5. Okay, I think I'll pass on these. And then is it possible to look at those loose games over there too?
Yeah. So we're done with these?
Yeah, we're done with those. I think I'm going to do this one though.
Just as different.
It just looks interesting.
That's kinda cool,
That's
right?
pretty much how I game hunt.
Yeah.
It looks interesting and it's cheap. I usually just pick it up.
That's kind of cool.
And then if I don't like it, I'll trade it later.
Right.
I gotcha. Yeah, nothing crazy there.
$13 all of them.
That's a deal. Let's do it. Guys, this is literally our first stop of the day, and we're walking away with a bag of games. We're going to show everything off at the end of the video. Come on, y'all know we got to keep going. Anyways, let's go to the next place. Next stop, Goodwill. Let's go. All right, guys, let's see. Ooh, look off the bat. Okay, this is kind of sick. Look, we got Power Rangers.
Oh, that's actually a cool
I'm
one,
trying
Chris.
not to pick up as many VHS tapes because I don't have the space for them right now. But
What you're going.
I'm gonna have some space for them soon. Hey, there's the games right there. Let's see if we got anything here worth picking up. Warriors of Rock. I think this one actually is a decent one. Aw, look, they got the Metallica one, but it's not the Metallica disc. That game is one to keep an eye out for. Yeah, it's worth like $20-$30 like
really?
every single time. Yeah, people love that game, I guess. Hey, Ultimate Alliance. Let's see if we got it. Ah, it's just got Forza.
That's kind of sick though.
Yeah. This one, I think. Dang, dude, we getting lucky everywhere we go. All right, guys, I was gonna put this back, but Jack talked me into it, so I think we're gonna pick it up. And he was also looking at this one over here, which looked kind of interesting.
Never heard of it.
There's a nightmare in my closet.
Kind of crazy looking.
And in terms of games, we're definitely picking up this one. The other ones aren't really worth picking up, at least in terms to flip. So we're gonna get this one though. Pretty cool. You guys, we found this game too, Excitebots. I'm pretty sure we already have this. $3 isn't that bad, but we're gonna leave it behind for someone else. Maybe. All right, dude, what are the odds? Look at this. Dude.
Oh, that's sick.
$2? $2. Look at that. $2 for life-size Luigi. I feel like we gotta get it. See what else is in here while we're looking. Hey, this guy might be worth something. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, man. Guess we're filling up the car faster than we thought. Oh my God, why is his neck like that? So first of all, quick update. We fixed Luigi. This piece was like down in its stomach, but we fixed him. So we're gonna pick this guy up. Jack came across this. Now I know most of y'all probably aren't gonna care, but this right here, oh, there goes the price tag. I got it in my hand. This right here is from a band called AFI, and this is like official merch that they made. So this is like a band we grew up listening to.
Yeah, I want to say it's from the Art of Drowning record. Like they made this.
Art of Drowning era, AFI. This is so crazy. I know some of my punk fans out there probably know who AFI is, but this is like an insane find. This is honestly cooler than Luigi, but pretty sick. We always got to check out the toy section, and look what we came across. The box is definitely beat up. I don't know if we're gonna pick it up, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to look at. It's only $3, so $3 for this. I don't know. Kind of cool. It might be worth it just to get like some of the pieces. Oh, never mind. Oh no, some of them are in here. We're gonna probably pass on this. Hi guys, we just left Goodwill. This is our second place we've gone to, and I think it's safe to say that we scored again. Let's keep going. Next spot, and it's a thrift store. Let's go see what they got. I don't know what this is, but this looks old-timey. Kind of cool. Timex. $5. I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but it just looks cool, so we're looking at it. All right, sometimes computer ink ends up being a good deal. It's $1. So Jack came across this Wii guitar. It's by Nyko though. They're asking for $15, so I don't know if this is something we're gonna pick up, but I thought it was interesting. Guys, $3 to $50. Why? It says up to $50.
Oh my God.
Nah,
I didn't see that.
That's insane.
Oh, they got gremlins then. Usually worth 50.
You say that, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up. Hey, look, this is that same shelf. People keep asking me about these shelves where we get them, and I'm like, you got to go to these thrift stores, and they have them. You wrote it. Hey, wait a second. Nah, hold on. There's a bunch of games down here. Ooh, but there's no cool borders too. I'd pick this up. It depends on the price though, buddy. I mean, it's just cool to me. Like I always get stoked on seeing PS1 stuff, just because it's like I'm nostalgic for it, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that.
See, I'm scared to ask, though, about the prices on some of this stuff. Yeah. We'll see. There's some decent games in here, too, so it depends on the prices. Alright, guys. We found some games, but we don't know how much they're charging yet, so we're about to go ask. Fingers crossed. Okay guys, so the CDs and the DVDs are all lumped in together with the games, meaning I think this is gonna be the price per game. So that's actually really, really good. All right guys, another game kind of grouped in here with all these DVDs. I mean, there's definitely some more like games in here, but nothing that we're after. But I think we're gonna pick this one up, especially if they're only $2. Like that's a pretty good deal.
So they're all videos.
Yep.
The game, okay? 2, 4, 5.
Yeah,
And you checked inside to be sure they're in there?
yeah, they're in there. Some of them have like light scratches and stuff, but it looks, yeah.
They're very low price. Video games are $3.
3 a piece? Okay.
You said you had 6 of them?
5. Yeah. 3 a piece, I'll do that. That's a good deal. Guys, that is 3 for 3. I am not kidding. We picked up another bag of cheap video games at this thrift store. Pretty awesome spot. Let's keep going. We just pulled up to the Salvation Army family store. I love going to the Salvation Army. Let's see what they got. All right, guys, so far, just checking out some VHS tapes. Oh, it's kind of cool. Look, remember this? You ever watch this movie, Scanners? Scanners 2.
It was one of the ones that
The New
I wanted to watch, but I
Order.
never have.
Excuse me, could you point me in the direction of the video games? And then are they just all differently priced, or? Okay. Yeah, Shrek. Oh, no game in this one. Dang. All right, guys, 4th place in a row. Not a crazy score by any means, but still $6. All right, guys, there's Jack. Another pawn shop. Let's go. Actually, that one is a game I want to check out. Let's see what else we got.
We got Obertop's games behind him.
Oh, cool. Thank you. We'll check these out too. Oh, that's sick. Some PC stuff.
There's a wedge.
$5. That's not bad. Hey, bro. I think this is for you. $7. Let's see. All right. I didn't know this was produced by Jay-Z. Isn't that kind of random?
That's random.
I've never seen that before.
The guitars and stuff.
All right, man. See you in a little bit. It's not horrible. Whoa, that's cool looking. Is it the flipped around? Oh yeah, let's look. And they got one of those wedges.
Yeah, no, so.
I mean, I don't blame you. Got some retro stuff. Yeah, never mind. It's cool to see, but
Yeah.
Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Gonna do 10 on this one. Pretty good. All right, guys, they cut me a deal. We spent $21.50 for both of these games. So shout outs to this pawn shop, Central Pawn in the Tallahassee, Florida area. Check them out. All right, we're hitting up another thrift store. And here's Jack.
Oh, that's actually cool. Little
Martian.
Marvin Martian, that's his name.
Hey, look at this. I don't know what that is.
I have no clue.
What is this? Hearts Excalibur?
Use us, lady. We're just here though.
I'm gonna have to look into this one.
Here's some diapers, bud.
Don't need any of those yet. Hey, look. Darth Vader plate. Kind of cool. Thomas and Friends lunchbox for my boy Jack. Hey, man. You need this? Hey, look. Check it out first. Hey, look at this Taz. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah? That is kind of neat.
Let's see. I see some games. We keep finding games. Monster High. Weren't you looking for this one, bud? What, man? I thought you were. Ooh, this actually looks interesting. Look, Jack, these are the type of games I like to find for the Wii. Let me show you. These random games. Look, it says it comes with 3D glasses. Look, it's a shootout game. Doesn't this actually? Doesn't this look like it might be fun? Like it like kind of looks like it might be bad, but it might be fun.
Like it'll be, yeah, I get it.
Right. These are the type of games I like to pick up. The spur of the moment games. Let's see. Yep, it's in there. All right. Definitely gonna pick that one up. Let's see what else we got. Def Jam. And we gotta look through and see if there's anything hiding. Another thrift store. And we found another game. Let's keep going. Alrighty, another thrift shop. Let's go. So what do we have here? Sorry, it's really loud. Yo, wait a second. Oh my, 20 bucks. Dude. Oh wait, $199? Or is it $19.99? We're gonna have to ask and see. That's crazy. Dude. $48. I'm gonna ask them if these are legit. That's insane. There's no... Alright guys, we left the thrift shop and we did find one game for a decent deal. Some of those games though, man. Alright, anyways, let's keep going. Another pawn shop. Let's go. Let's see what y'all got. Alright guys, what do we got here? Oh, I see some stuff. Gonna have to ask them. Alright guys, another stop and we got another score on some games. Let's go. Another pawn shop. Let's go see what they got. Guys, another pawn shop and a bag of games. Let's freaking go. What is good, everyone? We are back in the game room. Had a lot of fun on that trip. Shout outs to the homie Jack. It's always fun hanging out with you, bro. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into everything that we picked up. All right, guys, here is Luigi. He looks a little tuckered out from his big day, but we're going to go ahead and dive on in to all of the pickups. You've already seen it, but real quick, we'll talk about it. This is a giant freaking Luigi. It still has the tag on here. I have no idea what this thing is worth, but we'll definitely throw up a recently sold listing on the screen. But yeah, this thing's not in horrible shape. The neck was like kind of messed up, but I think we fixed it. Definitely like some hairs and stuff on here, but we can clean it up. But kind of crazy. I didn't even know they made these. So definitely pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Real quick, I had to punch in. I'm looking up some of these Luigi plushes from 2004 made by Kelly Toy. And these are the prices some of these are going for. $120 for the 12-inch. Now here's the thing. The one we have says 28 inches. And I cannot find a sold listing for that one. But down here, I did see, there it is, look. This is this 18-inch, I don't know. This is ridiculous if this is really what these are going for. The one we have looks very, very similar to both of these. But I had to bust out the old measuring tape and ours measures in at 28 inches. So I'm real curious if we ended up finding something like extremely rare. So just because these have sold for this like crazy amount, I'm gonna list ours like super, super high and then just do open-ended offers. But this is freaking nuts. And then guys, the other insane find was this AFI plush. I don't know. This thing is so sick and just so random. I'm sure some of y'all are like, oh, I don't care about that. Let's look at the games. But we got to talk about everything. You've already seen the tag. We're going to show it off one more time. That's that official AFI, A Fire Inside plush. Super, super sick. And I'll throw up a sold listing of this up on the screen as well. Pretty awesome. And guys, let's jump into the games. Some of this stuff is definitely going into the collection, and then some stuff we picked up to flip. So we'll go ahead and go over little by little. It's still weird to me that we are now picking up Xbox stuff, not just to flip, but to add to the collection, especially now that we have a little bit more room. But guys, we picked this game up called Velvet Assassin. I don't know, it looked interesting. This game might be something we end up holding on to. Velvet Assassin, the unbreakable spirit of a real hero. Next up, Chaotic Shadow Warriors. Kind of just picked this game up on a whim. I don't know what type of game this is. It looks like some sort of battle game. Maybe it's like an RPG. I don't know, but we'll find out at some point. Definitely going to add that one to the collection. Pinball. I freaking love pinball. I mean, it's way more fun in the actual arcade, but some of these games end up being pretty fun too. So Dream Pinball 3D. Next up, this is one we will definitely be flipping. We have Backbreaker Football. It's just the game only, but this one should end up selling for, I forgot what it was at the time of filming, but I think it was at least like 15 bucks. So this right here will help pay for some of this other stuff. Next up, we have Skylanders Giants. I cannot remember if we have this one or not. I think we're adding this one to our Wii U collection. You guys know we're trying to hit that full Wii U set. Been going for it now for a couple of years, and little by little, slowly but surely, we are getting there. So I think this one's actually going to the Wii U set. Another Xbox game. I've heard people talk about this game before, Mech Assault. This is only on Xbox. That's kind of how I like to pick up Xbox and 360 stuff. If it's really cheap and we don't have it on like PS3 or something, then sure. But if it's exclusive to Xbox, that's kind of what we're going for. So stuff that, you know, we can't play on other consoles is always cool. Next up, we got Killzone 2. Don't have this one. I know a lot of you guys have been mentioning I should play some of these games. I think, funny enough, we have the Killzone collection, but we don't have it just alone on PS3. So maybe we'll end up selling this one off since we have the collection. We don't really need this, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure we've picked this one up again. I think a couple of these were from one of the pawn shops we went to. They were like, oh, PS3 games and Xbox 360 and all this stuff were $1 a piece. So I kind of went crazy and just started picking up a bunch of them. We have Virtua Fighter 5. If we do have this, then yeah, we'll probably do a case swap and we'll throw this one up on eBay. If we don't have it, you guys know we're going to add it. Next up, Final Fantasy 13, and yeah, pretty cool. We get to add another PSP game to the collection. We got Wipeout Pure, and what I thought was kind of cool about this one is that it didn't just come with one game. They threw in a little bit of a bonus here. I thought this was the movie, but I think it's, oh wait, maybe it is the movie. It might be the movie. I thought it was the game, but if it's the movie, then that's fine, but we do have the game for Wipeout, so that's cool. And let's see, we got the Ant Bully. Something about just these random PS2 games I always love picking up, and usually they end up being pretty fun. We'll have to see about this one. Definitely need to replace a lot of these cases, but we have a bunch of extra cases, so that's okay. Next up, we got Cool Borders 2. Don't have this one. We have SmackDown versus Raw. I feel like we keep coming across this game, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but I need to go through and see if we have this on the Wii already, or, you know, kind of decipher which one we want to keep. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is one of those wrestling games to keep an eye out for. I think the value in this one is up there. But we have SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. Yep, pretty cool. Look at this. It's just so much stuff. NFL Blitz 2003. Y'all know I'm not crazy about sports games unless you have like Mario, Nintendo type characters in them, or if it's like Blitz or like NBA Jam. Those are kind of like the exceptions with sports games. I remember Blitz in the arcade was a lot of fun when I was younger. Next up, we got Pac-Man World 2. I have not played Pac-Man World 1 or 2 yet. I've played the Wii U games, and those are a lot of fun. I feel like these games are probably going to be pretty fun too, so we're definitely going to jump into this one at some point. Guys, we got this other stack of games. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We have Spider-Man Web of Shadows, but this is on the DS. So now, at the time of filming, we have picked this game up on, I want to say it's the PS3 and the 360 and now the DS. Definitely not keeping all three, but it's just kind of funny. We keep coming across this game, so Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Next up, we have Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. I'm pretty sure we picked this one up to flip. I think this one had some pretty decent value. Oh yeah, this is going to the VHS collection. We have Power Rangers in Space. I am not trying to get every VHS tape out there, but if it's something like this, something that's like nostalgic to me and like my childhood, then yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. So for $1, not too bad. Next up, we have Wild West Shootout. I love these type of games, especially if you get to use 3D glasses. Come on. But yeah, I'll throw out some gameplay. I don't know, something about just these, like, what are they called? Like rail shooters, I think. These type of games are just usually like really fun. So stoked to be playing this one at some point. Same with this one. This is one of those newer games that well, it's not really new now, but newer since it is like the PS4 era. I heard this game was really fun. The gameplay looked awesome, so we picked this one up. We got a pretty good deal on it. We definitely did not pay that. I forgot what we spent, but it wasn't that. I think it was like 10 or something, so not too bad. Looking forward to playing that one. This was just the case in manual, but you guys know we pick up Wii bundles all the time, and almost always is guaranteed a copy of Wii Sports. So this will definitely serve its purpose, and we'll get to complete a game. Next up, we have a really, really dirty copy. It's just the case. You know, we can always swap out the case. I think the actual cover art in there is not that bad, but we have NBA Courtside 2002. Oh, I'm not even like touching this. It's just so, yeah. Anyways, and then we have Madden 06. Definitely just like some whatever games, but it's GameCube. Everyone is still going crazy over GameCube stuff right now, so probably not going to add this to the collection, but we'll probably, I was going to say we'll probably sell it, but not anymore if that game just popped out. Next up, we have Fusion Frenzy 2. So there's the original on, I think it's on the original Xbox, and then you have the sequel, I guess, on the 360. So I don't know, something about these games, I'm just drawn to them. We'll see. Next up, we have Tony Hawk's Underground. I loved playing this game. I think I enjoyed the earlier games a little bit more than the Underground ones. I know a lot of people love the Underground games. But I think like 2, 3, and 4 are just like the ones I played a lot more of. So still a great game. Next up, we have Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Pretty cool. And we have Resident Evil. We already have this, so we just picked this one to flip. Guys, we're going to take a quick second. We're going to throw some of this stuff here into price charting. We'll see how we did. All right, guys, the first screen here is all the PS2 games, the PS3, PlayStation, and PSP stuff that we picked up. We're looking at a total value of $111. What's crazy is we can flip that WWE game and probably pay for everything, I think, that we spent for the entire day. I could be wrong. I still need to add up everything that we spent, but I think if we sell that one game, it's going to end up covering a lot of what we spent, which is freaking amazing. All right, guys, next up, about $90 in value. For that Wild West shootout, I picked the PAL version because I could not find the regular one on here, but it's close to that value, so we'll just go with that for now. Nothing too crazy on here, but, you know, we get to add new stuff to the collection, and that's pretty much what it's always about. All right, guys, in the last screen, we have about $82 in value. The most notable thing on here is that Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and then that Backbreaker game for the 360. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. I appreciate all of y'all. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like, it definitely helps out. And as always, drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite thing was. I don't know if I have a favorite because there was so much just like random stuff that we saw. It's not really a video game pickup, but I think my favorite thing, just because it was like kind of obscure, it might be that AFI plush. Just because like growing up, AFI was such a like very impactful band on me, and I don't know, man, just seeing that like plush in the wild is just crazy. It's something I didn't even know about, and then like now it's like cool, we found it really cheap. It does have some value, which is always cool too, but I don't know, I think that might actually be my favorite pick from everything that we picked up. But definitely let me know what your favorite thing was as well. Y'all, until next time, I appreciate all of you. Peace.